two cases, actually. One of them is off docket. Is that okay? Can we?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay,
Good
I have the
morning,
case number.
What is it?
It's 254-9067.
And Wong.
Yes,
Okay.
he is here. He had the no contact with the complaining witness restriction and also the address. He lives at the home, he pays the bills. We've spoken with the complaining witness and they said they're okay with no threatening and harassing and allowed him to go back home.
Yeah. Very good.
Say you.
Yes, Judge, I confirmed with the complainant, they want him back home and, we were just asked that.
My only issue is that he's a prior murder case.
Not yet.
Yes, Judge.
What happened with
It
him?
was so many years ago, Judge. He had, but he has not had any issues since. I do understand the concern. I would
I would typically be more concerned. I think given the age of the murder, as well as the fact that that is his primary residence, I think it might be fair to.
Come up, Wong. Oh, it's not on document, you said, right?
No, it's not.
So all we're doing is taking off the residential restriction, correct? That's all we're doing? Or there's a no contact order now?
But they live together, so.
Who is the complaining witness in this case?
His girlfriend's son.
Yeah, I mean, we can do,
Have you ripped to see whether the son wants to have contact?
yeah, that's the person that I.
How old is this kid?
He's,
47,
yeah,
Judge.
he was.
Okay, so he's not young. All right. All right. So Mr. Wonk, they're asking me to amend your bond conditions to allow you to have contact. I will. I'll allow you to go back to this house, but you need to understand there are still conditions of no threatening or harassing behavior. And what you need to understand, what threatening and harassing doesn't matter what you think. I don't care what you think. It's what the other person perceives. So you need to be aware of this. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with the complaining witness, but if it's something where you're constantly butting heads, that could be problematic for you. All he has to do is just call and say, hey, man, he's at it again. You're the one that's going to go back. You understand? Okay, so just be careful. There are many vindictive people in this world. Know who your audience is at all times. So do you mind filing those? No threatening or harassing and no weapons. And then if you don't mind printing out the memo for me, I'll amend it then. Okay, Mr. Wong, we're going to need you to sign bond conditions reflecting that you understand everything. Just take a seat. Once we have you sign it, at that point, you're free to go. Okay, thanks. Oh, yeah, it's 254-9067. Yeah, okay.
And then I have one other on docket, Hodges. He may not show. We reset him for today to amend the bond conditions, but he's on docket. I can give you the case number off of.
Yeah, it's not on document. What's your cost number?
It is 253-2980.
Okay.
Oh, I guess it's.
So this is a failure to give information.
Yes, so at his arraignment setting back in October, you did a no driving, and then we also put a curfew on it. He has been on those conditions since. He's done a defensive driving course. He hasn't had any bond violations or anything within that time.
Is he here?
Yes, sir. Can I take his number? It is 253.
Come up, Mr. Hodges.
Thank you. We're just asking, so like the no driving restriction and the curfew.
Does he have insurance as well? Do you have liability insurance in your name?
Car insurance?
In your name?
Yes.
You do have car insurance in your name?
Yes.
As long as you have a Texas driver license and liability insurance, but you have to have it in your name, right? At that point, I'm going to allow you to drive, but you need to understand that it's a privilege. It's not a right. So if I see you acting a fool in the car, I will take it away again. And I'm not going to play this game again with you. Do you understand? Okay. All right.
Thank you, Judge. And the curfew?
Does he have any other open cases elsewhere too?
He does in Galveston.
You have over there?
A DWI. However, I mean, he works, he's an electrician, he works 2 hours away. And so the curfew hasn't allowed him to work any overtime or any late nights.
How long do you want? What do you want?
Can we just take it off completely? I mean, he's been on it since October and he's shown that he can be consistent and that he wouldn't have any trouble. Looking at it now, I think he deserves a second chance.
Okay, we'll see. If you pick up a third case, I'm gonna absolutely lose it. Do you understand? Make good decisions. We're not asking for much. You endanger my public. I'm gonna go nuts on your bond. Do you understand? Okay, all right, we'll give you a chance.
Judge, we're removing the GPS control.
Do you have the cause number?
Yes, thank you.
Our friend, Mr. Martinez, has not made it up, so hopefully he'll come up tomorrow, Judge.
Say it again.
Our guy from yesterday.
Are you posting bond?
I don't think he's posted bond. No, I don't see an ISO, so I guess we'll see.
Really? No one's gonna post it for him? No one's gonna post it?
I don't know yet.
Por favor, conteste a voz alta.
Good morning, Mr.
Buenos
Gonzalez
días, señor
Hernandez.
González Hernández. Good morning.
Are charged with driving while intoxicated. First offense, it's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. So you are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
Multa de $4,000.
You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 1 year in Harris County Jail.
Año en la cárcel de
That to be probated for 15 months.
meses.
Is this a second or a
Es
first?
la segunda. y
True
la primera.
first?
True first.
La primera.
As part of the agreement for you to successfully complete this, you must do a DWI education class.
Pase de
You must do a victim impact panel.
tener un panel de
You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need.
condiciones
If they
necesarias.
assess other conditions, you must fulfill these conditions as well.
Tener
Substance abuse treatment,
también. Eso incluye tratamiento.
no breath test refusal,
Pero,
meaning that if you're pulled over while driving a car and an officer asks you to submit a breath sample, you must do it. No drugs, alcohol. You must have a guardian interlock and 30 hours
30
of
horas.
community service. Does he have a Texas driver license?
He
de
does not
licencia de
You are
manejar.
not allowed to drive. I want you to understand, I take this absolutely serious and you will be signing a promise with me today as part of your probation that you're not going to drive.
Como parte de
There's
su
nothing worse that you can do in this life than doing two things. 3, picking up a new case, drinking alcohol, or driving. Those things will land you in custody faster than anything else.
rápido.
And if you're not in this country with permission, and you go back to jail, it may be your very well last time that you
Última vez.
are here. Do you understand?
Entiende. I do.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration
Hay
consequences. You can
posibles
be deported,
consecuencias migratorias.
excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal.
Su
Once you
derecho a
plead guilty to this offense, it will go on your record. You will never be able to take it off.
sacarlo.
Do you understand?
Entiende.
You also need to understand that if you get pulled over in the future, you're in a car driving,
Ando.
an officer, the first thing they do is they look at your driving record.
Hace
If they see a prior DWI and they come up to your window and they smell alcohol or they smell something funky, it's not going to go well for you.
que va a ir bien.
And from now on, you are facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up.
Y en caso nuevo que usted le
Do you understand?
entiende. I do.
All right, how do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty, send you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte, señor.
Thank you, Judge.
The fee, the fee.
Wait, the thing, okay, is it?
So, hold on, Tony. I need you to tell him one more thing. I want you to understand
Quiero que
something.
usted entienda
That
algo
DWI is extremely big business in Harris County and in Texas.
grande.
There is a $3,500 surcharge that typically would apply to you
3,500
on these types of cases. I will waive it for you now because it is a first offense. On a second DWI offense, it is a $6,000 surcharge. And if you don't pay it,
dólares. Si no lo
you do a
paga,
ton of jail time.
están en la
Do
cárcel.
you understand?
Tiempo. ¿Lo
So
entiende?
get a clue. If you want to
Entienda.
drink, don't get into a car.
Metan un carro.
All right.
Judge.
Mackenzie, do you mind?
Yes, so on January 21st, 2025, an officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated the defendant, she knew him from a previous dating relationship. The complainant stated she ended her relationship after finding out she was 6 weeks pregnant and was paying the defendant's phone line until she turned it off on the 21st of 2025. And the defendant started sending her threatening messages on the 16th, 2025, stating that he was going to make somebody jump on you and knock your teeth out, and delusional hoes like you deserve to die. The complainant stated she went to turn off the defendant's phone line on the 18th, and the defendant is now using Wi-Fi to continuously threaten and harass, with the last message on the 21st of 2025. The complainant is in fear for her life, and the defendant was ID'd by his Tennessee driver's license.
Got it. Okay. So he's also on probation. Are you representing him on his probation case upstairs?
That was terminated, Your Honor. It was early terminated.
So he's not on probation now?
No,
So, Mr. Levi, or Levy, I'm ordering you not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I will put you back in jail. Do you understand? You're not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, and you're not to be in possession of weapons as well. Did we do
there's a
Moab?
note. It has not been signed, Your Honor. It's in
Okay.
the system, but it was not signed.
Right, so I'm entering now what's called a magistrate's order for emergency protection that identifies Ms. Beck as a protected individual. You cannot commit family violence or an assault against this person. Commit an act in furtherance of an offense under section 42.072 of the Texas Penal Code, which is the stalking statute. You cannot threaten, harass, use another person to communicate a threat or harassing behavior. You cannot go within 200 feet of where she lives or where she works. Do you understand? If you violate this court order, the state can and will file a violation of protective order against you, and that is the capital murder of misdemeanors. You pick up a case like that, it's really going to go sideways quick. Stay away and control the temper, because if you become a danger to my community, I'm going to unleash on you. Do you understand? I don't care who you are. I don't care where you're from, but I'm going to protect my community at all costs. We will have you sign the order for protection. I'll have you meet with Fleischer for bond conditions, and after that, you guys are free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
I'll be on. Extending the bond condition.
Shh. Can you please read to me what happened in this case?
Yes, Judge. So
On January 14th, 2024, an officer at 3:14 a.m. was dispatched to a disturbance call at 4800 Hollister Street. Upon arrival, the officer made contact with the defendant, who was inside his vehicle. Officers attempted to box in the defendant with emergency lights on. The defendant reversed out and evaded in his motor vehicle. The officers pursued the defendant for 6 miles until he lost control and crashed out on the 9100th block of Northwest Freeway. The defendant ran out of his vehicle, and the officers were able to chase him down and take him into custody. The complainant told the officer that the defendant was asleep and woke up feeling paranoid and thought somebody was trying to kill him. The complainant tried to calm the defendant down. The defendant acted as if he was going to hit the complainant. The defendant began to follow the complainant around the apartment in an unnatural manner. The complainant started to feel fear. The complainant started to call 911 and told the defendant she was. The defendant grabbed the phone from her and grabbed the phone from her hand as the dispatcher was on the line and hung up. The defendant grabbed the complaining witness's daughter's phone in her second attempt to call 911 and hung up the phone. The defendant grabbed a knife and said, "I'm going to kill you," 2 times, but never came at the complainant with the knife. The defendant left the apartment and went to sit in his car. The complainant went to her neighbor's, where she was finally able to call 911 successfully.
Know whether she wants to have contact with me.
Absolutely no contact, Judge. I've spoken with her. It's a very traumatizing situation for the complainant.
Mr. Granger, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Do you know what conditions the felony court has placed on him?
They have not placed a no contact with it, which is why I wanted to approach with you today, Judge. They have placed, disappear, no new crimes, no drugs, alcohol, no firearms. And that is it.
Yeah. Because it actually is more.
From what I've been told from the complainant as well, she did get a 90-day protective order as well successfully.
Granger, I want you to understand that I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my community at all costs. If I find that you become a danger to my community, if I find that you try to have contact with the complaining witness, if you pick up a fifth case, I'm going to go absolutely bonkers. Do you understand? You are not to have contact with the complaining witness in this case. You are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and I'm going to randomly test you. If they call on you to go take a test and you fail to go, a warrant will issue for your arrest. If you have any kind of weapons, you go anywhere near the complaining witness, likewise, I will revoke your bond and put you in jail. Do you understand?
Yes.
So no weapons.
Counsel, just one minute. Oh, great.
No going within 200 feet of where the complaining witness lives or works. There are no children involved, are
Yes,
there?
there are children involved, and
one
children were on the
way.
scene of the incident.
He has 2 kids, that's his wife, 2 kids, and they're expecting 1. When are y'all expecting 1?
August.
It doesn't matter that you have one, you're not to have contact with this person. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you're gonna have contact with the kids, which you very well should, use an intermediary. You can use counsel, you can use anyone else, but don't take matters into your own hands. Don't go over there. It's not gonna go well for you. Do you understand? Okay, so you have a lawyer. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with her. If she tells me she can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging, likewise, I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You understand?
Sir.
Okay, so we'll have him sign bond conditions. You guys are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, please.